This TikTok food influencer is getting backlash after not only she filmed, but also made multiple jokes about a fatal crash that happened just outside of the restaurant that she was currently having her anniversary at.
Planning on filming our anniversary dinner, but when we walked up, there was a body outside, so I knew it was going to be an eventful one.
I mean, we're getting a little dystopian here with some of the social media content. I mean, just when you thought TikTok influencers couldn't get a little bit more tone deaf, they prove us wrong. They outdo themselves over and over again. Seriously, I mean, like, you would think that in the post-Logan Paul Toy Story alien on his head in a Japanese forest, people would learn a thing or two about being a little bit aware about what they're posting online, especially when it comes to other people passing, but apparently not. Now, don't get me wrong, this isn't as bad as that whatsoever, but it's still incredibly tone deaf. And I mean, just the whole video leaves me with a simple question. Why? I don't know. I guess there's just a lack of the social and human decency recently, especially on social media. But thankfully, it seems like a lot of people kind of had that knee-jerk reaction of, lady, what are you doing? This is so tone deaf. But the person we're talking about today goes by Sarah Shoots online, and she's actually most well known for her videos of her paying off school lunch debts.
Okay, how are you?
I'm good. My name is Sarah Susek. I run an organization called the Proper Help Foundation, and we pay off overdue school lunch accounts. Someone had written to me and said that your school may be in need, and I was wondering if there's someone I could talk to about that.
I think Proper Help has paid over $100,000 of overdue school lunch accounts across America. That's insane.
So she is really a beloved creator, and she amassed nearly 500,000 followers between her TikTok and Instagram and became pretty relevant for essentially just being a good person and paying off people's school lunch debts, which is why I feel like this video shocked so many people in her audience.
We enjoyed our romantic evening under the red and blue strobe lights.
Okay, so I guess it's one thing, you know, filming it all, then going home and voiceovering it, and then still deciding to post the video after editing it, but she also left it up and decided to not apologize for it either. Essentially, what she decided to do was, we'll just delete the video and move on like nothing happened.
Chicken tikka masala pizza. Chicken tikka masala, 4-corner cheese pizza with a ranch base. Oh my gosh.
Which is what I never advise to any creator who makes a mistake. Like, if you make a big mistake, you just come forward and be like, yeah, I made a mistake. Don't worry, guys. We're all human. We all make mistakes. You do have to just kind of like own up to them though. Just deleting a video and pretending like nothing ever happened, that normally doesn't work out. But obviously, when she got a bunch of backlash, she deleted the video. Of course, people had already filmed it, and then it started making its rounds on Twitter and Reddit. And the whole narrative on Twitter and Reddit is people kind of in shock, going, isn't this a little tone deaf? Why would she do this? Obviously, there's a lot of people going way more in on her, but people just have a big problem with the video, and rightfully so, because she basically uses the accident as her hook.
Planning on filming our anniversary dinner, but when we walked up, there was a body outside, so I knew it was going to be an eventful one.
I wasn't going to film, but since someone lost their life, I guess I have to now. Like, come on, what is that? If anything, it should be the opposite. And obviously, you can't control the tragedies that happen around you, but what you can control is, you know, the respect you have towards these tragedies on your own platform. And she can't play the whole ignorance card because she kind of led the video with the worst part. And even worse, it was confirmed by police that a 62-year-old woman did in fact lose her life in a car accident that night. So even if it was meant as some cutesy joke that didn't land, she at the end of the day still put someone's body in her food review TikTok. This is one of those videos where, okay, number one, I would, hopefully, in no world would I ever make something like this, but like, if this happened, you would make a video immediately and be like, I am so sorry to the family. This is bad. I should have never done this. Like, this is one of those times you just lay yourself flat. Like, I don't understand why you would not do that. Why would you just delete the video and pretend like nothing ever happened? And look, obviously I can play devil's advocate and say maybe privately with your significant other that you could try to make light of an obvious horrible situation, and maybe sometimes you are hyperbolic, but either way, you don't just blast this out on your platform. Or I guess you can do it, but it's just extremely insensitive, especially when you use it on your Washington, D.C. food review page. Like, this is technically a commercial piece of content here. Like, the happening is not even related at all. You're just using someone's final moments as like a viral hook and a way to capitalize off of tragedy to get more views on TikTok. I don't know. Immediately, however, Sarah does breeze past her insane opening and I guess starts, showing off a whole vase of roses and a card from the restaurant to celebrate the couple's anniversary.
They set our table with gorgeous roses and a beautiful note. Happy anniversary, Sarah and Eddie.
Then they film this silly video and I guess Sarah orders the same thing she normally orders and the restaurant brings them champagne to, I guess, celebrate their anniversary, and the video just continues.
I always get the same thing when I come here, so I was planning on switching it up a little bit, but I didn't. Surprise, surprise. They brought us some champagne to celebrate, but Eddie drank them both because I stopped drinking alcohol like 4 years ago.
But then she makes another joke about the tragedy before continuing the video again.
We enjoyed our romantic evening under the red and blue strobe lights.
I'm assuming she's trying to make the best out of it, but it just comes across as so tone deaf, as I've said like 80 times. Like, I'm just kind of like sitting watching this video like, why? And I hinted this earlier, but what I feel like makes this so much worse is she likely recorded this voiceover at home hours later in private. But like, imagine that was like your loved one lying out in the street, and now that loved one is being used as some like viral hook for a TikTok food review. It's just not a good look. And if that wasn't enough, oh, the ambulance lights, they're ruining my dinner. Like, come on. Like, I feel like nobody wants to go out in a horrible way, then become some punchline in some weak jokes for a TikTok food review account. Like, come on. But then Sarah complains about her blue cheese crust as if, the dinner couldn't get worse from there.
I get the filet with blue cheese crust tonight. It wasn't very crusty. It was kind of just like melty cheese.
But I guess to, top off the video, she says she's not that big of a fan of the dessert and decide to split the bill because every good couple does that on their anniversary, apparently.
We split the bill like every good couple does on their anniversary and walked home under the red and blue lights.
Okay. And what I think is kind of funny is like a lot of the people are attacking that almost as much as the fact that she opened it with a tragedy as her hook. But yeah, I guess that was the video of them dining next to a crime scene. Like, genuinely the only joke throughout the entire video is someone losing their life on the street, and they just kept recapitalizing on that, I guess. That's one of those videos that should just stay in your drafts, in my opinion. But again, I guess to play the devil's advocate, maybe you witness something traumatic privately and then you share it later with your friends that night. But I don't really see a point of this going on a public TikTok platform, especially a commercial platform to promote your food reviews. But either way, Sarah, I guess, quickly caught wind of the negative backlash and just decided to delete the video and went on to just posting stuff like, what I eat in a day. And then I guess going to pick up some album.
Snow a day. I'm going to go get the Target Deluxe Edition because it has 2 live songs on it.
But her comment section are just filled to the brim with people calling her out for what she did and then also just deleting the video and trying to sweep it under the rug like nothing ever happened. Now, obviously, I don't want the internet to bully her into apologizing. I feel like that's just not productive at all. But I feel like a lot of people would just apologize to begin with. I don't know. I might just be like an over-apologetic person. But I feel like if I mess up publicly, I need to make it right publicly. Like, in the very least, make a tweet or an Instagram post or a story or something like that. But hey, that's really just it for the situation. I just wanted to take a look at this very bizarre situation that happened here on the internet yet again, because I did not have it on my 2026 bingo card that a food review channel would use a tragedy as a hook. But here we are. But regardless, I mean, my condolences go out to that family and the woman who lost her life in all this as well. And this is just a big reminder that you really don't need to share everything you think and feel on social media, especially not someone's tragedy. That's not your chance to go viral. But hey, I mean, at least she's not facing multiple decades in prison like this influencer, because this guy, he's goofed up a whole lot. And we kind of documented it here on this channel a whole bunch of times. So I would recommend checking out this video here, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.